Affluence Global. We've got people from all over the country, all over the world. You are more than welcome, ladies and gentlemen. And thank you so much for making it. This is how much you love yourselves, that you have realized the time and the season that we are in, that it is no time to fold our hands, especially when coming to matters pertaining wealth and as well health. Aren't we blessed to have a company that's giving us an opportunity in making sure that we are healthy, and over and above that, making sure that we are also wealthy? I think if it is the first time you come to our meeting today, you are wondering, what are we talking about? Ladies and gentlemen, may I please introduce to you my wonderful leader here, Bongi Pro, I call her Pro, Ben, who's going to present for her, telling us what Affluence Global is all about. As I head.
Thank you so much, Pastor Tavi.
Is it network? Did you get?
Yes, I can see that you are struggling a little bit with your network, but I absolutely heard you. So welcome to our Zoom, ladies and gentlemen. This is a presentation that we do on a weekly basis on a Wednesday for our guests who are curious as to what is this new wave of health and wealth that they are seeing. So you might be here as a guest. You may have received an invitation from one of our business partners, and I am super excited to be your presenter tonight because this is an amazing opportunity for me that I find brings a merge between two very important things that actually should not be separated. Okay, our health as well as our wealth. I always joke and say that, guys, the lack of money on its own, it's a free radical. It brings illness. So we all know and understand the richest people in the world advocate for being healthier because they understand that if you do not have the quality of life, how do you then enjoy the money? But at the same time, once you have your health, naturally you want to improve the quality of your life. So for tonight, we will be talking about an amazing opportunity, an amazing company that we have partnered with that is proudly African, okay? That is proudly African, and that is Affluence Global. So I will be sharing my screen as we get into the crux of why we are here tonight. So, Affluence Global, one of the first things that actually stood out for me was the name itself. If you look up affluence and the meaning of the word affluence, it already tells you what this company is about. Not only is it centered around the foundation of God. Our co-founders always say this is not our company. God is behind this. But spiritually, affluence speaks to wealth. It speaks to abundance. It speaks to overflow. And that is what this company wants to bring globally. It wants to give you the opportunity to truly live your dream. Okay. Now, this company was founded just about 2 years ago. But if you look at the journey that they have had and the results and the stories that individuals are telling in the last 2 years, it truly goes beyond the power of a company that has only hit the ground in such a short space of time. Now, the first year was really focused around putting in the foundation of the company, doing the research around the products, putting together a team of experts to look at the product side and to look at the business side of Affluence. So the company and the products actually truly hit the market at the end of 2024. And this is a company that is headquartered in Ghana. Again, as someone that has been in the industry, in the network marketing industry for about 15 years, I always say gone are the days where we are sitting in Africa waiting for opportunities from abroad, because we have um, our own success stories. We have our own beautiful minds, intelligent minds that have now said it's enough. It's now time for Africa. We have the wealth in terms of expertise. Why do we need to keep knocking on doors across borders when we can do it right here at home? So Affluence Global is headquartered in Ghana, but they have a large footprint across Africa in about 50 countries. So they are growing very rapidly. In Cameroon, Nigeria is about to open its doors. In Kenya, in Tanzania, throughout the SADC region, in South Africa, we now have a presence. In Namibia, in Lesotho, and of course in the USA and in the UK, and more recently in the UAE. Okay, and their focus is on health and wealth. So they are a direct selling company that has formulated nutrient rich products that can basically empower your health. They are saying, let's go back to nature. We have nothing against the pharmaceutical industries, absolutely not. But guess what? God created nature, God created plants. For every illness that exists, trust and believe nature has a solution for it. So they are bringing us holistic wellness. Okay. Now, of course, the second thing that I was interested in knowing is who is the leadership behind the company. And these are our two co-founders, Mr. David Kuba Ferry and Mr. Prince Simpri, two gentlemen that I have a huge respect for. Firstly, for their bravery in saying it's time for Africa. It's time for us as Africans to bring the solution for our people in Africa. But also, secondly, if you look at their history, their background, their expertise, not only in the private sector, but also in the network marketing industry, they have walked the journey. They have had the success stories behind their names, and they have said, listen, now that we have our own success, let's create something with understanding that can empower our fellow Africans. Now, of course, they are not running the ship alone, which is the third thing that stood out for me, that this is not a one-man show or a two-man show. They have a clear understanding that for a business to run effectively and for a vision to be executed the right way, you need a team of expertise, because you cannot be the jack of all trades. So we have a board that sits 9 members, and in that board, we have medical experts, we have forensics experts, we have IT specialists, and of course, they have a whole corporate team that is backing the Affluence Global brand and the Affluence Global business. So we're looking at over 35 years combined industry experience, proudly African, that is driving and steering the Affluence Global ship. Okay, now enough about the background of the company. Let's get into the crux and deal with the first part of our presentation, the health part. Now, what problem is Affluence Global trying to solve? One of the things our co-founders, Mr. David Kuba Ferry, said in his travels across Africa, he actually got to a point where he was just so concerned about our continent. He said in every single country, no matter where you go across Africa, there are 2 things that you are guaranteed to find. It's sickness and it's poverty. So how do we provide a solution as the visionaries behind Affluence Global? So let's talk about the first problem of sickness. Ladies and gentlemen, I can pull out all the stats that exist on Google. We all know health is a serious problem. Over the last few decades, there has been a rapid increase in illnesses, to the extent where there are now certain chronic illnesses that growing up, we did not even know they existed. That vocab did not even exist in us as children. But now those chronic illnesses, those terminal illnesses are not only affecting the older generation, but the age group is just reducing and reducing and going down in age, where even little kids, my mom is a nurse and she will tell me there was an 8-year-old who showed up at the clinic, for painkillers because they have cancer. And I'm like, what? I didn't even know what the word cancer was growing up. So we have a serious health problem. You wake up in the morning, you are tired, but you've just had a good night's sleep. What is happening in your body? You are waking up, you sit on the sofa, you try to get up, and those bones are just not allowing you that back pain. Cardiac issues are on the increase. Sugar, diabetes is on the increase. High blood pressure. The amount of people that are walking around with high blood pressure and hypertension is shocking. Men are out there not even aware they have prostate issues. They have hormonal imbalance issues. Women are struggling with infertility, with period pains. The list is just endless. So the question is, what is the root cause of all these illnesses? And that is what our team of medical experts sat down and decided to put the time and the effort into researching. Before developing the solution, they said, let's find the problem, because as Affluence Global, we do not want to only deal with the symptom. We want to provide a solution to the source of the problem. And this is what they found, that the root cause and the common denominator in most illnesses and most health challenges is something called oxidative stress. And oxidative stress happens at the cellular level. And unfortunately, it is unavoidable, because this is when your body has an imbalance in the free radicals versus the antioxidants. Your body is overflowing with this culprits that we will still talk about, Mr. Free Radical. So they actually discovered that this has been scientifically proven. There are papers and papers and papers that have come with findings to say free radicals and oxidative stress literally attack every aspect of your body at the cellular level. So it does not matter whether it's brain issues, heart issues, kidney issues, skin issues, your multiple organisms, your joints, your immune system, your blood vessels, your lungs, your eyes. The root cause is oxidative stress. So let's understand this problem, okay, called oxidative stress. Now I want you to imagine right now where you are sitting in that room. I don't know whether you are in a lounge, whether you are in your bedroom, but right now I want you to imagine a fire ignites in the house that you are in. How does a fire start? What does a fire require in order for it to be ignited? It needs a spark, right? I have to light a match. When I light a match, what happens? Sparks. Okay? So free radicals are those sparks that will come into your body. And what do they cause? They ignite a fire at the cellular level that starts attacking your cells. And what is that fire? It's oxidative stress. So where do these free radicals come? Where do these invisible sparks that we don't see come from? They come from the polluted air that we are breathing right now as we speak in this Zoom. So when I say it's unavoidable, that is what I mean. Unless you stop breathing, you cannot avoid free radicals. They come from the processed foods that we are eating. A lot of the foods that we eat today in store shelves, they did not even exist 2-3 decades from ago. So we are eating a lot of genetically modified foods. And when they get into our bodies and when they digest, what do they release? These sparks that are just igniting that fire, these free radicals. Stress, the toxins, the water that we're drinking, the alcohol that we're drinking, the list goes on. So now these free radicals, these sparks that are igniting the fire, how do they actually do this? Free radicals are basically unpaired molecules. In order for molecules, the building blocks of life, in order for them to be stable, to not cause any harm to your body, they need to travel as a pair. Bongi needs to have a partner. Bongi needs to be paired with Bronya. The minute they detach from each other, they become uncontrollable and they become a danger to you. Why? Because the minute Ubongi is detached from Bronya, she's now looking for that molecule that she needs to pair with in order to be stable. So what do? They do? They latch onto your healthy cells and they start attacking your healthy cells unknowingly, because all they are looking for is that partner that they've been traveling with. And when they attack from your cells, they start taking away from your cells all the nutrients, all the DNA. And that is when you start struggling with skin issues, fast aging, wrinkles, your organs get damaged. You now have all these conditions, some of them you are not even aware of. You know, your immune system is weakened because now this fire has ignited. The oxidative stress is just suffocating your cells. So the question then now becomes, right, we know what the problem is. This team of medical experts, they said, now that we know what the problem is, what is the solution? Because we are looking for a solution that already exists in nature. Okay, so they found that nature has an answer, and it's called antioxidants. So now that this room, this house that you are sitting in is being damaged, is being ravaged by this fire, what do you now need? You need to put out the fire. You need that fire extinguisher. You need those firefighters to come in and neutralize that fire. And that is the role that antioxidants do. Antioxidants will neutralize your free radicals. So they are going to come and say, listen, Mr. Free Radical, you are suffocating those healthy cells. Let go and latch onto me, because I have a spare molecule that I can give to you so that you can get back into that state of being stable. So that is how our antioxidants neutralize. They detox our body at the cellular level of free radicals, and they are essential for every single organ in your body and for you to be able to function. They are essential for your heart. They're essential for your human immune system, your skin, your brain health. Where do we find antioxidants? Because remember, I said nature is what we are focusing on from fruits. Certain fruits, certain vegetables, certain herbs, certain botanicals. But now the question is, Bongi, all right, is me eating these fruits and vegetables enough? The unfortunate answer is absolutely not. It's not enough, because guess what? How can you guarantee that the strawberries you bought today are organic? How can you guarantee that the red grapes and the beetroot that you bought today has no chemicals? You cannot. In fact, you are just repeating the cycle, because we are now buying fruits and vegetables from store shelves that have been grown using genetically modified seeds. So it just becomes a continuous cycle. But also, the way that we prepare our food sometimes damages the nutrients and the antioxidants that we need. Sometimes you overcook your broccoli, you overcook your beetroot. Okay, so it is not enough and it's not practical, because look at the price of food. Can you afford every morning to wake up with a bowl of strawberries? No, it doesn't make sense. So then what do we do? Because we know we need this firefighter, we need these antioxidants. And that is where Affluence then said, we are going to bring the Affluence solution, because we now understand that the fire is burning at the cellular level. We now know how to put out that fire at the cellular level. So how do we now develop a solution that is formulated with purely organic, natural ingredients that will provide your body and your cells with the antioxidants and the nutrients that your body needs? And boom, I introduce to you what I like to call the Rolls Royce of health and wealth. Okay, nature's medicine in one cabinet, in one sachet, nature's cabinet in one sachet, double red rose. Double red rose is currently our flagship product and our only product in Affluence Global. It is FDA approved and certified at the international level with the US FDA and as well as the country of origin in Ghana. And of course, our company always prioritizes having the product also recognized by the health regulatory bodies at a local level in the countries that they are operating in. So this is our red super food, an antioxidant powerhouse that comes in a box that has 15 sachets. You wake up in the morning on an empty stomach, you tear the sachets, and you basically just suck on the red juice or the gel inside. Now, why is it called double red rose? So yes, ladies, the red roses that we know and we love, that we receive in Valentine's Day, our team of medical experts actually discovered that the red rose in itself is a powerhouse when it comes to antioxidants as well as nutrients. But then they added 11 other fruits, mostly are red in color, that are also rich in antioxidants, plus a 13th ingredient called NAC. Now let's get into what these fruits will do for your body at the cellular level. So we have the red roses that are going to aid in digestion, help with your skin glow, your immune system, help relieve that stress and bring back that hormonal balance. All right. We've got the red grapes that are good for your heart health and blood pressure. The testimonials that we are getting on high blood pressure. Every product will always have, the ailments that stand out. But I am noticing, and I don't know if this is because of the extremity of the problem we have with high blood pressure that a lot of us don't actually realize, but the testimonials that we are getting for blood pressure, stroke prevention, cancer protection, we've got pomegranates, okay, an antioxidant powerhouse. It's going to help, give your body the antioxidants that it needs. It's going to improve your heart health, lower your blood pressure, help with stroke prevention, libido. Okay, then we have goji berry. I've seen so many Chinese ladies, Asian ladies in Asia that literally walk around just snacking on goji berry. Okay, so goji berry is very, very crucial for eye health, as well as boosting your immune system, improving your mood and sleep, fertility, hormonal balance, as well as it has anti-cancer properties. Then we have acerola cherry, very high in vitamin C, and we know that vitamin C is a game changer when it comes to correcting the pH in your body. As long as you have an acidic pH in your system, that is a hub. It creates the perfect environment for diseases and illnesses. So you want that pH to either be neutralized or more towards the alkaline. And that is what anything that has vitamin C does. But it also helps with building your immunity, improving that skin and collagen. I'm sure we've heard collagen. It's been trending for those bones, those bones, your joints, your skin, and it's good for brain health. So that brain fog that we struggle with as we are getting older, for the young ones that are still at school. Okay, we have the peach that will help with your heart and high blood pressure support with digestion. Digestion and gut health are so important. We do not pay attention to this. As long as you are eating every single day, you should be visiting the toilet every day to release, to pass a bowel. And if that is not happening, it means that your gut now becomes congested with food that is being digested, but that is not leaving your body. And the longer it stays stuck in your gut, it will then become a hub for illnesses, for inflammation, okay? So if you are struggling with IBS, irregular bowel syndrome, and you are not passing at least one bowel a day, that is a problem. That is why you are tired. That is why you are exhausted. That is why you are feeling sick all the time. Your energy levels are down. Correct your gut issues. Jujube, okay, Chinese dates, very, very essential for sleep and relaxation. Another thing that we don't pay attention to. In fact, growing up, I used to listen to my moms. I've got 4 moms, okay? My mom has 3 sisters. I all call them all Uma. You know, I'll hear them saying, hey, how did you sleep? Hey, nkwashile, meaning I had insomnia. As if it's something to be proud of. No, it's not. If you're not sleeping, if your sleeping patterns are irregular and they are erratic, guess what happens? There's the stress hormone called cortisol that shoots up in production. And once you have a high level of cortisol level, you're going to struggle with sleep. It's going to mess up your metabolic rate, which means you're going to struggle with weight loss. So if you're struggling with losing weight, look at your sleeping patterns. You're going to find yourself waking up. You are stressed, you are grumpy, you are moody because of your cortisol levels. Why? You are not sleeping properly. So you need something that will correct those sleeping patterns. And Jujube and double red rose is your girl. Immunity, it's going to detox that liver. The liver is probably the most important organ in our body. It's your body's recycling machine. Everything that you put into your body goes through the liver, and it's going to help with hormonal and reproductive health. Then we have red ginseng. Do I have any gentlemen in this Zoom, please? Gentlemen, I want to see a 1. If you are a gentleman in this Zoom, in the chat box, I want to see those ones because I can see from the names that we've got gentlemen in this Zoom. Gentlemen, are you there? Are you there? Oh, Baba, are you there? Okay. Red ginseng is your best friend. Red ginseng is going to solve every single problem that you have right now in your relationship, in your marriage, okay? Because red ginseng, when it comes to issues in the bedroom, libido, erectile dysfunction, and let me tell you, this has become a serious problem in society because of lifestyle, our lifestyle habits, the foods that we're eating. Younger and younger and younger guys are struggling with this. Red ginseng is your best friend. There is a very beautiful testimonial from a 52-year-old gentleman who bought double red rose because he had a challenge with high blood pressure. And boom, all of a sudden, what does double red rose do? Double red rose comes into your body, it scans, it finds the problem, and it fixes it. And the next thing, what does the gentleman notice? He's now turning into a 20-year-old in the bedroom. All right. But also, for all of us, it's going to help us with energy, with stamina, with stress relief, and just overall energy. And then we have carob extracts that's going to lower your high blood pressure, improve your cholesterol levels. It's going to help with your bones, as well as digestion, and it has anti-cancer polyphenols. Then we have lemon, which is also high in vitamin C. It's going to help you with your immune system, with detoxing your body. It's going to help with skin health. We have some very beautiful skin testimonials. In fact, affluencers are just glowing. One of the first things my family noticed about me was my skin, because I was struggling with hormonal acne. And look at me now. I literally just want to keep touching my cheeks because even the texture of my skin, it literally feels like it's regained its elasticity. Okay. And of course, managing your weight and protecting your vessels. Then we have hibiscus. Hibiscus helps with a lot of issues, especially in ladies, but mostly lowering your blood pressure, your kidney, your heart health. It's an antioxidant powerhouse as well. It's going to help with infections. Then we have locust honey that is going to remind your body to regain its energy levels. It's going to help with wound healing, libido, and your hormones as well. And then we have the star of the show, the cherry on top, that our team of medical doctors said, you know what, let's add this cherry on the top to basically give this product, to give this combination of fruits the kick that they need. So NEC is a precursor to glutathione production. And I'm sure we've heard the word glutathione, okay? So glutathione is an antioxidant powerhouse. And what I love about the way NEC works in your body it actually reminds your body that, listen, you have the ability to produce your own antioxidants, to produce your own glutathione. And that is what it does. But most importantly, it plays a huge role in detoxing the liver, lung and respiratory health, brain clarity, heart and sugar regulation, cancer protection, as well as fertility. So that is our antioxidant powerhouse that comes in just one sachet that you take every single morning. And one 10 ml sachet is actually the equivalent to 10 servings of fruits that you would need to basically take on a daily basis to detox your body of all the free radicals. And one of the common questions that we always get, do I need to take this every day? What happens when I feel better? The question is, are you inhaling the air every day? Are you walking around breathing? Okay. Are you eating every day? Are you drinking water? Are you drinking juice every day? As long as your body is continuously inhaling and bringing in that flow of free radicals, it means you need to service it every single day. All right. Now, we do not make any medical claims. This is a food supplement. I want to emphasize this is a food supplement. The role that double red rose plays is to feed your cells so that they have the ability to fight and to manage any illness that you are dealing with. Okay, so as I go into the client testimonials, that is very important. Okay, this does not cure, it does not, we do not make medical claims that it's curative. If you are a chronic patient, continue taking your chronic tablets. Let the doctor be the one to say, listen, your blood pressure is actually doing better. Let me reduce the dosage. Okay, so this is going to support your body to fight back. So these are just a few out of hundreds and hundreds of testimonials. So we have there guys, the fibroid testimonials, they give me goosebumps when I see the fibroids, as well as the infertility testimonials. So these are just two fibroid testimonials that we have of business partners that took the product and they didn't need, to go through the process of operations. We have high blood pressure here that has normalized. For 10 years, they've been struggling with getting it below 157.90, and now it's gone to 128.90. Then we have an insulin testimonial. Again, someone's blood sugar levels that have dropped from 200 to 250 down to 133 after they consumed 2 boxes. Then, of course, we have the skin testimonials, and all you need to do is just come to an Affluence Global meeting and you will look at our affluences. The skin speaks for itself. And here is a stroke testimonial. And then, of course, we have 2 infertility testimonials. In fact, on our trip in Dubai and Singapore, we had one of our business partners who was heavily pregnant, and she was like, I am carrying baby double red rose. Okay, ladies, do not panic. I am not saying that this product is going to make you pregnant. No, it simply helps your body to correct itself. Okay, so obviously for those that have been struggling to fall pregnant, that want to fall pregnant, it's going to correct those hormonal imbalances within their body. And of course, here it helped another one of our community members to manage the cancer and the pain that they were undergoing because of the disease. Now, as I wrap up the first part of our presentation, I want to end with a quote from one of the richest, one of the wealthiest men in the world, Warren Buffett. We all know the name. So he says, if you don't take care of your body, where are you going to live? If you don't take care of your body, where are you going to live? This is coming from the wealthiest man in the world who has spent his life chasing money. And he is saying, your health is just as important. And I always make the example of a car. Most of us, we own cars, we drive cars, What do we do every 15,000 kilometers? We are servicing those cars. No matter what you are going through, the one thing you make sure is that your car is serviced, right? Now, the question is, you are willing to spend thousands of rands servicing a material item, but you cannot invest the same into the gift, the body, the vehicle that God gave you to take you through life. So, guys, servicing our bodies is just as equally as important as the money that we chase. Now, let's get into the second part of our presentation, where our co-founder wanted to bring a solution to the issue of poverty. In South Africa, last night, I could not find a filling station that had petrol, because guess what? Today, petrol was going up by 5 rand a liter. And I think it's 8 or 9 rand a liter for diesel. What happens when fuel prices go up? It affects everything that you need to basically get through life. Food goes up. That cooking oil goes up. The clothes that you are buying goes up. Everything goes up. Guys, if you are surviving on one stream of income, congratulations. I don't know how you are doing it, but for me, multiple bills, multiple financial obligations require multiple streams of income. In fact, it's no longer a negotiable to have a side hustle, to have a way of supplementing the financial obligations that you have. So we're now moving from supplementing our health. How do we now match it by supplementing our income? So Affluence Global has said, right, how do we get double red rose to people? How do we get the product to the community that needs it? Do we put it on store shelves? Do we partner with pharmacies? And they said, we are not using that business model, because guess what? Who gets empowered when a product is put on a store shelf? The owner of the store. So they have opted for an industry and a distribution model that empowers you, the consumer and the user of the product. And they have opted for direct selling or word of mouth marketing, where they say, what naturally happens when you are using a product or a service, or you walk into a restaurant or a supermarket, you find something that you like, or the service is good, you talk about it. So because they know we are already walking and talking billboards, but we're doing it for free, why not be compensated for talking about double red rose? And that is what Affluence Global has opted for as a distribution model. So we have 4 different membership packages. Now, every country has its own local currency and conversion in terms of these prices. All right. So if you are from outside of South Africa, please liaise with the person that has invited you on the local prices. But I will be using the slides that are in rands. So we have associate, which will give you 1 box that has 15 sachets. Remember, 1 box has 15 sachets. 1 box of double red rose, that is 1,100 rand, or in dollars, it's $46, right? Then we have promoter, which is 2,000 rand, or 125 US dollars, and that will give you 3 boxes. Then for the individuals that are like me, who are saying, listen, I'm not playing Mina with this, because you are telling me that this opportunity is still at ground level. I have the opportunity to be an ambassador in my city, in my town, in my country. I want to run with it. I literally want to shut down the market share before someone comes after me. So if you are that individual, you want to go for Business Builder, because Business Builder is going to give you 15 boxes at 12,100 rand, or $350. And then we have the highest package, which is Business Owner, which will give you 30 boxes at 24,200 rand. Okay, so these are the starter pack prices. Once you become a member of the family by choosing your starter pack and doing the registration, guess what? You now unlock the door to 10 different streams of income in one opportunity. I want you to hear me properly. You have now just unlocked 10 streams of income with one opportunity. So let's get into it. The first way that you can earn is through retailing. Okay. Now, there are people out there who will say, Bongi, I don't have time, Mina, to be, recruiting and talking to people, but I can sell the life out of this product. I'm already thinking of people who need it. Perfect. So you can now buy your one box because you are now a part of the family at 750 Rand or $35. But you can retail it. The company allows us to add a markup and they say, listen, you can actually mark it up to 1,000 Rand or $50. And guess who keeps the profit? You, it's yours. So already I'm thinking of what figure do I have in mind for retailing? So if I sell 10 boxes, that means I'm making 250 Rands profit per box. So if I sell 10 boxes, that's 2,500. That's money. 2,500. When was the last time someone gifted you 2,500 Rand or $150? Okay, that 2,500 is 2 full tanks. That 2,500 is groceries. That 2,500 Rand is electricity in your household. But guess what? Affluence Global says, they say from 4 boxes going down, we will discount you. We want to reward you for buying in bulk. So if you look at 10 boxes here, you should be paying 7,500 for 10 boxes, but you are actually paying 6,450, which now increases your profit margin. So this is just one of the ways that you can benefit from being a part of Affluence Global, but also you now can also buy double red rose for personal use at a cheaper price. So instead of buying it from Ubongi for 1,000 Rand, just join, be a member, and repurchase the product for yourself and for your family at a discounted price. Now you will notice there's something here called PV. These are points. Every box that we buy, every starter pack that we buy has points attached to it. And that is what the company basically uses to calculate commissions. We move on to bonus number 2, the referral bonus. The last time that you spoke about a promotion at a supermarket, there was a vegetable combo that you saw. You went and you told the ladies in the society, you told the ladies at church, Kichimani, run. You'll get a combo for butternut, potatoes, onions, for 99 Rand. And 50 ladies from your church or from your community went to the supermarket to buy. How much did that supermarket thank you with? Absolutely nothing. Now, Affluence Global says, when you introduce a new Affluence partner into Affluence Global, you will actually get something. So this is where it now becomes important, the starter pack that you selected in the beginning, because the lower the starter pack, the less commissions you will earn compared to a business owner. So for example, I am an associate. I refer and introduce an associate business partner. Boom, the company will reward me with 120 Rand. If I sign up a business owner, boom, that's 4,200 Rand in my pockets. Guys, hey, you see this thing of business owner, it makes my head spin. Imagine starting a business with a measly $46 or with a measly 1,100 Rand. And your first business partner says, I want business owner. You have just broken even and made triple the profits. Because how much did you invest into starting this business? 1,100 Rand. But you've just made 4 times the amount that you put in. Where's the risk? You are now running a risk-free business. Now imagine introducing 10 business owners. That is 42,000 Rand. But I want you to look at the difference. I'm going to quickly run to business owner. Usdu decides, Bongi, I'm not here to play small. I'm coming in as a business owner. Remember, Bongi is an associate, but Usdu is a business owner. Look at what Usdu earns when she refers an associate, 210 Rand. What did Bongi earn when she referred an associate? Only 120. So Stu is already making almost double the commission just because she came in at the highest level. She gets 630 when she refers a promoter the 3 boxes, but Ubongi only got paid 360. Boom, Ustu introduces another business owner 5,600 Rand. So if she signs up 10 business owners in the month, that is 56,000. That is already life-changing income. So that is our referral bonus. Then we have upgrade points. Now the company says, okay, listen, you can upgrade. You are not stuck at the lower level that you came in at. You can upgrade. If you came in as an associate, now you have 24,200 Rand, boom, you can go into business owner. We give you 30 boxes. But the company says, let me help you to cover, that upgrade fee. How are they going to do that? Do you see this referral bonus for business owners? This is the maximum that the company pays out. But because Bongi is an associate, the company says we are going to pay out the 5,600 that you should have been paid if you were a business owner. But the cash amount that you can take out is 4,200. So then the question is, what happens with the difference between the 5,600 and the 4,200? The company is going to save that difference for me in a piggy bank. So my 1,400 is saved. I haven't lost it. When I am ready to now upgrade, I will look at how many upgrade points I've accumulated and how much cash have I accumulated, and I can marry the two and upgrade. Then we have team commissions. So you are simply building a 2-team structure from the starter packs from your new business owners. It's just a left team and a right team. Everyone that is coming into the business is either you have to position them. They are either going to the left and they are going into the right. The people that you have positioned on your left and right, what are they doing? They now want that referral commission as well. So they are also introducing new business partners. So what's happening to your genealogy, your 2 teams, the left and the right? It's growing. It's accumulating points. And the company says every Monday, whatever volume that has come into your team, we will pay you a percentage in commissions of the weaker side. So let's just say you have 10,000 points on the left from all those starter packs that are coming from you and your business partners, because now you are starting to enjoy the power of leverage, okay? And on your right, you have 6,000 points. They will calculate based on the 6,000 points from those starter packs. What is 12%? Because remember, Stu is a business owner. She doesn't play. So 12% of 6,000 is, in Rand value, 14,400. Boom. That is the commission that she will be paid on the Monday. And you see again the difference between the percentages that are earned according to the starter pack, okay? Now, you are paid every Monday your referral commission, your team commissions for the work that has been done the previous week. If nothing has happened in that week, it means on Monday you are not getting paid. Then we have the momentum bonus. This is the bonus on your bonus. That team bonus that you earned, that is basically a bonus on top of that bonus that the company will top you up with. And again, look at the percentages. Business owner earns the most, associate earns the least. Then we have a check match upline bonus. Ladies and gentlemen, this is where I kneel down and I pray every night for my sponsor. And I say, please, I want you to succeed in this business, because for the first time, you will get paid a percentage of whatever team commissions the person that introduced you is making. Where have you heard that? Imagine earning a percentage of your boss's earnings. So once you get to the rank of Ruby, you will unlock the check match upline bonus. And from Ruby, you can earn 2%, as an Emerald 3%, and as a Diamond 5%. And this is every week. As long as your upline is making money, boom, you're getting paid. Then, of course, we have the global pool bonus. This is where, guys, I am still suffering from a muscle strain from the way that my head was spinning from this bonus. Now, Affluence Global is saying, because I am the gift that keeps on giving, I now want you to earn a share of what the company is making globally. So imagine you have a team maybe in your local country and another country outside of your territory. But the company says, by virtue of you reaching, one of the top 10 ranks, you now get a share of all the global effort that is being put into the business by distributors and by our business partners. So every 6 months, the company will take 10% of whatever they have made in profit, and they will share it across the top 10 highest ranks. So let's just assume, for the purposes of this Zoom, that we have done the calculations. Boom, that 10% works out to be 200,000 or $10,000. It means from the rank of ruby, emeralds, diamonds, blue diamond, all the way up to the elite ranks, you are getting to share this 200,000. All the rubies get a share. All the emeralds get a share. All the diamonds get a share. And guess what? It gets even better because we are affluent, we are abundance, we are wealth. What happens when you rank up from ruby to emerald? The company says you are still going to get a share from the ruby rank because you've passed. You've achieved, you still have volume contributing at that rank, and you're going to get a share of emerald. So guys, imagine being a black diamond and earning in every single pool all the way up to black diamond. So now one of the questions I had at this point to my sponsor, I was like, there's something that's missing in this presentation that you haven't showed me. You haven't told me what are the terms and conditions to me earning. You're talking about I can get paid every Monday for the work that I do with my team, but what's the fine print? Because in a lot of network marketing opportunities, there's a requirement for you to maintain, where you have to first purchase a certain amount of product before you can withdraw your earnings. And my sponsor says, there's no maintenance requirements. I was like, wait. So you're telling me that if I this week refer a business owner, on Monday I can collect my 5,600 without having to first buy product? And he says yes. And I'm like, wait, if I have team commissions due to me on Monday, I don't first have to spend money in order to earn money? And he says, no, it's the work that you've done. It's already in the system. So you are due your share. Guys, this is where I was like, truly, this company, when the co-founders say it belongs to God, it truly does, because that is the heart of empowering people, empowering them without straining their pockets. You are coming into this opportunity looking for a financial solution. So why must you first suffer, to unlock your earnings? Then we get to the 8th bonus, which is the personal bonus. This is for our retailers, our business partners that are just buying the product for their own consumption. The company say, we still want to reward you with 10% back. So every box of double red rose that you buy, 10% will come back to you in earnings. All right. And then the last 2 bonuses, these are the only bonuses where the company says you are now required to repurchase at least just one box, 750, because these 2 commissions are now calculated on all the repurchases that are happening in your genealogy, in your organization. So we are now done with the starter packs. Now we are dealing with your business partners, your existing community that is now repurchasing every week, every month. We want you to get a share, a percentage of those sales that are happening in your organization. So the company then says up to 10 levels deep, as long as there is a sale of a box of double red rose, you get a percentage. So all your directs are on your level 1. You will earn 9% commission in all the repurchases happening every month. So this is now your monthly salary. And the people that they have referred are your level 2, you get 7%. The people that your level 2 has referred is 5%, all the way down to your 10 levels. This is actually where the true power of this compensation plan lies. Because imagine every single month we are consuming, and we should be consuming, at least 2 boxes of double red rose. Because how are we then talking about something that we are not a product of? So the assumption is you will be repurchasing 2 boxes, whether you are focusing on just working on your health or building the business. Now imagine 2 boxes being purchased by every single member in your genealogy up to 10 levels deep, and you are earning those commissions every month. And then the company says, of course, we want to reward you for empowering your business partners, for helping them to also make money from this business. And that is one of the things I love about network marketing. It's a pull business. In order for me to get what I want, I need to help as many people also get what they want. So as long as you are locking arms with your business partners, you're training them, you're empowering them, you're working with them, you're helping them understand how can they unpack and unlock this compensation plan, you will be rewarded. So the minute you have business partners in your business that are earning their uni level, the company says, we are going to give you a share of whatever the collective earnings are. So imagine on your level 1, let's just say you have 10 business partners, and as a collective, they have made 100,000 Rand this month. Boom. The company calculates 15%, that's 15,000 Rand coming to you. Then they go into your level 2. How much have they earned as a collective all the way down to your level 3? When we talk about generational wealth, this is where it comes from. Creating a system of repeat users. Now, of course, the company then says, listen, we want to spoil you. We want to recognize you, because naturally, as you are putting in the work, you are out there sharing our vision, empowering people, you will be moving up certain levels within the business plan. So we have incentives and we have ranks within the company that are based on your cumulative earnings. So how much money have you made in your lifetime of Affluence Global? There's no flushing of points. There's no restarting every month. So that now means as long as we are all building this business, we are going to rank up whether we like it or not. Imagine, whether you like it or not, if you take this opportunity, you run with it, and you decide to capture the market share in your city, in your region, you are going to rank up by default. So the first rank is Pearl. This is when you've made $3,000 or 60,000 Rand. And of course, it keeps increasing all to the elite ranks. And linked to those are incentives that you can earn according to the rank that you are at, from rice cookers to microwaves to laptops to fridges to cars. So if 2026 is the year that you are dreaming of a new laptop, you are dreaming of a new car, this is where you now need to start setting your goals at. And for me, I will be very honest, my eyes literally shot up to these elite ranks. And I was like, whoa. You're telling me that I can walk away with a Range Rover. And then the next rank, I'm walking away with a G-Wagon. And then the next rank, I'm not walking away with 1, not 2, but 3 title deeds for properties. Guys, this is not a joke. This company is not a joke. When they say, go and look up the meaning of the word affluence, this is what they are talking about. Right now, if you have to go to your local bank and apply for car finance or apply for housing finance, let me know how the process goes. Even for a person that is employed, it is next to impossible. They have to go through screening, the affordability. You have to first create debt in order for you to qualify for more debt. Then eventually, when you get that loan, guess what? Interest rates, you're paying a bond for 20 years that is accruing interest. And here you have a company that is saying, I have a product that the world needs. I have a product that every single person alive needs. They have a business case. And they are saying, all you have to do is take this to the people. It's a no-brainer. I say, give me my running shoes Even if it takes me the next 5 years to get that first and second title deed, I will work my butt off for it. And then, of course, we have the Hall of Fame, where the company says, now let's look at lifetime achievers. So if you have either sold or accumulated 500,000 BVs worth of points, that's about 50,000 double red rose boxes that you have bought in your back office, or you've earned $1 million, the company says you have now made it to the Hall of Fame. Congratulations. You will now get a loyalty card. Every month, we will load this loyalty card with 60,000 Rand or $3,000 for you to spend for a period of 1 year. Go spoil yourself. All the incentive trips that we travel on, boom, you qualify for them automatically. The first year of Affluence Global in 2024, they took about 38 leaders to Mauritius. This year, for last year's incentive, they took over 140 of us to Dubai and Singapore. The next trip is in the Maldives. If you're a Hall of Famer, you automatically qualify. And of course, they say, listen, you need to drive in style. Go and pick your brand new car valued at 600,000. And with that said, ladies and gentlemen, that brings me to the end of the second part of our presentation. And in closing, I just want to reiterate and zoom into the statement that Africa, this is your time. We have been given and gifted a proudly African opportunity that right now is solving two of the biggest problems: health and financial issues, sickness and poverty. It is a no-brainer. So at this point, if you are a guest, my only question for you is, are you in or are you in? Okay, I'm going to repeat myself. If you are a guest on this Zoom, are you in or are you in? Is it a yes or is it a yes? Because for me, it's either you want to improve your health, you want to improve the quality of your life. I cannot think of a single human being that can boldly tell me they do not want to be healthier, that they do not want to wake up with, glowing skin. They do not want to wake up feeling energetic. They do not want to get rid of those ulcers, of those pains in their body, of that, ailment that they are struggling with. So the health side of it is a no-brainer. It's either you fall into that category of someone that wants to improve their health, or you are saying, Bongi, right now I am drowning. Right now I am drowning. I need a solution to pull me out of this financial rut that I am stuck in. And I am saying to you, here is an opportunity that is still at ground level, that is still at the foundational stage. We have not even started. Are you going to be the spectator that was in a Zoom presentation who in December, when people are driving new cars branded with Affluence Global, when people are traveling across the world with Affluence Global, when people are walking around saying, I am debt free because of Affluence Global, you are going to be that spectator who will say, I was in that Zoom on the 1st of April and I procrastinated. So do not be a spectator. Grab this opportunity, run with it, because guess what? Just like energy, you know how they say energy is always in motion. Energy is always in motion. Opportunities are exactly the same. They are always in motion. While you are procrastinating, while you are going after this Zoom to ask your neighbor, John, who's got his own life problems, who is not even living the life that you aspire to live, and you are going to ask that person for advice on this opportunity, guess what's happening to this opportunity? It's in motion. Someone is grabbing it and running with it. So do not get left behind. Okay, so it's either you are saying, I want the product because I want to be healthier, or I want the business opportunity, or listen, I want both. I want the best of both worlds. So with that said, we appreciate you for being here tonight. We know that you could have been anywhere else, but you were curious enough to come and listen. And that is the first step. The second step is going back to the person who invited you. Don't even waste time. Ask for the link. Ask for the link, ask for the starter packs in your country, and get started. Do not waste any more time. Okay. So, with that said, I think my sister has left the Zoom. That brings us to the end of our Zoom, and we will be here again next week, Wednesday at 8 p.m. I am looking forward to welcoming all our new members in the Affluence Global family. When you come back here next week, Wednesday, bless somebody else with the opportunity to hear this information that we have just presented to you. Bring a friend, bring your neighbor, bring a family member, and let's get healthier. Africa, it's our time. The opportunity is here. And the only thing that is left is for you to decide if you are using this opportunity as a vehicle to transform your personal situation. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a blessed night. And I will see you again next Wednesday.